So here's something very interesting for me, anyways, because this article that we're going to take a look at actually hits home for me. So before we get to this article, make sure you guys are hitting the thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. I'm yawning. It's 3 a.m. in the morning, but I'm doing this video anyways. So there's plenty of you guys who are not yet subscribed. Hit that thumbs up and that subscription today. Hopefully, if you guys enjoy the content. Let's go ahead and get to this article over here, and then we'll discuss it. So Miami's mayor is courting crypto miners, and he sees the U.S. as a turning point. The reason why this hits home for me, I'm from Miami. Miami's my hometown. Okay, I grew up in Florida. Miami's my hometown. So this is very interesting for me. So let's go ahead and take a look at this article. It's on Bloomberg.com. I will leave a link for you guys if you want to take a look at it. Miami Mayor Francis Suarez says he is trying to capitalize on a major shift towards mining cryptocurrencies in the U.S. amid a widespread crackdown on such activities in China. The turning point is now, Suarez said Tuesday by phone. It creates an incredible opportunity for America. As first reported by the Wall Street Journal on Monday, Suarez said he has been actively trying to sell crypto miners on the opportunities in South Florida, including clean energy options, such as nuclear, solar, or hydroelectric, that may be amenable to investors with a heightened concern for environmental impact of the energy-intensive industry. Suarez noted that he has spoken to utility Florida Power and Light, FPL, Chief Executive Eric Szilagyi about luring crypto business to the area. He said he has tried to put people together with the Next Era Energy Inc. subsidiary to consider mining opportunities. I know that those talks are ongoing. I don't know of any deals that have been formalized, he said. Suarez has been seeking to rebrand Miami as a key hub for the emerging crypto economy, and he's met with some success in the past year, as a pandemic work from anywhere revolution took hold. Crypto exchanges eToro and Blockchain.com have announced South Florida offices, while crypto finance from XBTO is sponsoring soccer team Inter Miami CF jerseys, and the National Basketball League's Miami Heat have renamed their stadium FTX Arena after cryptocurrencies exchange FTX.US. Suarez, for his part, has enjoyed a level national celebrity that was unheard of for the mayor of the city of Miami, a relatively low-key job that's typically overshadowed by the more powerful Miami-Dade County mayor, building his national following in a large part using Twitter to court jobs in technology and crypto. This is actually really cool, because you're talking about trying to get basically the industry that was China, like basically all the hash rate, all the miners were in China. He's trying to bring them over here to the US. Now, in a way, I always get weary when we talk about like the government getting their hands on stuff like this, right? And the reason is for me that I get weary on it is because the whole point is to decentralize it, right? So like if we're talking now that the government's getting involved, I don't know if that's really what we want. You know, it's kind of a weird double-edged sword, because on one hand, you have the potential to see more growth in the field, right? And the more growth that you see in the field, the more that the crypto market becomes adopted in the US as actual currency. I've been streaming for 6 hours, so I need some water. So if the US adopts cryptocurrency as an actual currency to trade and to use for things, then we see at that point the value of those cryptocurrencies going up, whatever cryptocurrencies they choose to adopt. Okay, so I just want to make that clear. That doesn't mean that all of them will start to skyrocket, although some will move with others. You know, like for example, a lot of cryptocurrencies move as Bitcoin moves. So if Bitcoin goes up in value, those other cryptocurrencies, they go up in value. If Ethereum goes up in value, the cryptocurrencies that usually move with Ethereum go up in value. But at the same time, vice versa. If they go down, so do the other cryptocurrencies. So like I said, in certain aspects of things, you start to see potential growth for those cryptocurrencies. Now, if they decide to just like throw an oddball, right, and just all of a sudden say, we're going to go ahead and adopt, let's just say Ergo, right? We're going to go ahead and adopt Ergo as a cryptocurrency that you can use anywhere. You can go ahead and use it at the banks. You can go ahead and use it at stores and gas stations and all of the above, right? Then at that point, you'll see Ergo just break away. You'll see it break away from following a trend of like Ethereum or Bitcoin or whatever. Typically, I've noticed Ergo follows Ethereum, not point for point, but like on a good point, like pretty close to it. Like Ethereum goes up, Ergo goes up. Ethereum goes down, Ergo goes down. But like at that point, you'll see it just kind of like branch away and do its own thing. We saw that happen with a couple of cryptocurrencies as well. Like for example, Algorand recently had its own pump. When everything else was dumping, Algorand pumped. It pumped way past $2. It pumped, I think it was like 250 or 257, I think is where it peaked at. I know because I cashed out a good amount at that point. But that happens. And so when that stuff happens, then you see it start to take its own path. Now, does that mean that it won't follow the trends again? No. You will typically see it kind of fall back in line. Again, Algorand, as an example, fell back in line. Like it went back down in value. I think right now, as of recording this video, it's like a 160, 170, somewhere around there. And, that's a new stable high for Algorand, right? Because like Algorand before was teetering around like $1.15. So that pump that happened to 257, breaking away temporarily from all the other cryptocurrencies that were bleeding out at that moment, helped to give Algorand a new stable high ground, which was fantastic. So that's the type of stuff that we can see happen if countries adopt certain cryptocurrencies. And we see that all the time. Certain countries adopt other cryptocurrencies, and then we see those cryptos pump. So I'm not saying that any certain crypto is going to pump because, if Miami is able to go ahead and get like Florida to agree, hey, this is going to be a currency that we're going to adopt as a state. Because, Florida, we do our own things here, right? Like we do whatever the hell we want. The state is ridiculous. Anyways, Miami as a whole, I just consider it North Cuba. I'm from Miami. I'm Cuban. That's just what we call it. So it's one of those things that, again, it's good, but at the same time, I don't like seeing the government have their hands in the crypto market. The whole point is to get away from decentralization. And when you do stuff like this, while in the short term it's good, in the long term it might be bad, because then the government can regulate it. And that's where we start to get into a weird kind of ground for the cryptocurrency market, because then again it becomes centralized. And while centralization can help because then it's easier to trade the cryptocurrencies, it again can be regulated at that point, and that leads to just so many other headaches that we don't want, right? Because then the government has control of that cryptocurrency. So anyways, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section regarding this. Is this something that you would like to see? Would you like to see the US adopt the cryptos as a currency? I know most of the US, like most of the government, has really been fighting against it, as fighting against adopting the cryptocurrencies, as a regular currency, because it takes away from fiat, and it lowers the value of the USDT even more. And that's not what the government wants. And that's not what the banks want. So let me know how you guys feel about this. I see it as kind of a weird. I'm on the fence about it. I'm in that gray area where it's like I can see the positives, but I see the negatives as well. But let me know down in the comment section. Hit the thumbs up. Subscribe if you guys are new. And I will see you guys in the next video. Everybody, happy mining.